My first guest has been nominated for 6 Emmys for his portrayal of Norm Peterson on Cheers. Yeah, you love him. Welcome, George Wendt, folks. Georgie. Hey, I feel bad for you, man. They kicked you out of Motley Crue. What the hell happened? Oh, no, that's somebody else. You've been doing Norm for 10 years now. You still getting a kick out of it, or is the stool starting? You get a little hemorrhoid thing happening there?
I often wondered if hemorrhoids would be workman's comp in my case. I think it could be covered. Yeah. Might have a case.
You still dig it though? You're not tired of it?
Yeah, no, it's fun. We get like, school teachers. We get like 4 months off every year to go run off and do another project, and that sort of that keeps us wanting to come back because you get really sick of Cheers, and then you get some really cool movie or some great play or something, and you go off and do it, and it's terrible. It's like the conditions are horrible, the project turns out lousy, and you just wish you'd get back on your bar stool and you pray for it actually.
Yeah. You ought to just have it soldered on there, man. So even in the middle of the bad film, you just plunk down and know it's there.
It's tough, a wide load,
I saw you in some wacky late night thing. Occasionally you're flipping through late at night. You're in some haunted house thing, or you live near the blonde neighbor. Do you remember doing that film? Or did you blotted that out? What was that?
That was House. That was, it was a sort of a comic horror picture directed by Steve Miner, who I'm actually working with again this month.
I love the film. I love the film. It was really whack, though. She would go in the pantry for peanut butter and end up in Vietnam or something. Remember how weird that was? Now, what in your fantasy scenario, what would happen if, hypothetically, like Ted Danson and Kirstie Alley, their characters left the show? What would happen at Cheers? Could it still go on?
It would be kind of boring. But, I could handle it. I would just sort of lock a camera down, on me, and just kind of maybe lay there on the bar, and just kind of get my head right into the tap and just...
Man, you must have a lot of self-control, because I imagine you can't go to church without somebody offering to buy you a drink. It must be like everybody in America wants to be your drinking buddy to some extent, don't they?
That'd be tough, like going to communion or something. Norm!
Body of Christ. Norm! Now, you got, God, you did Saturday Night Live more than me. Every time I turned around, you were there. You were my last show, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
God, I miss it. But, I'm having fun, but I did miss that show. How many times you done it now?
I'm drawing a blank, but I could say 6 or 7 times, I guess.
That's got to be close to the record for appearances on there, I think.
Well, not really, but, probably. Yeah. It's a lot.
I think Paul Simon's done it a lot, too. Now, you got this, the reason you've been on a lot lately is this DeBears sketch. Can you believe that took off, huh? Well, I mean...
All right.
America loves its catchphrases, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's the genesis of that whole thing?
Well,
I kind of know, but tell me.
Yeah, well, Joe Mantegna hosted the show, I don't know, the middle of last year sometime, and the Bears were playing the Giants, and the next day, I guess, and so they did that sketch. And it was Robert Smigel, one of the producers at Saturday Night Live, actually did it with an improv group in Chicago, and it kind of laid there, went nowhere. And Joe Mantegna was Bill Swerski or Bob Swerski. I can never remember my own damn name from that thing.
The Swerski
The Swerski brother. He's my brother, Bill, and he's recovering from his heart attack. Yet another heart attack. And that's all I know. I mean, we've done the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl? Farley kills me when he starts hitting his chest. You guys all know Farley? Nobody commits physically in this planet like Chris Farley.
Unbelievable.
When he whacks himself.
I know.
I remember the first time I ever met Farley. I'm at a party before he starts his first year at Saturday Night Live. I'm standing there with Ken Ober from Remote Control on MTV. Farley comes running, jumps off the bar, lands on his face right in front of like 100 people at this party. He's laying there, and I'm talking to Kenny. He said, "Who's that?" I said, "That's the new guy on Saturday Night Live." Ober looks at me. He said, "Can I say 2 words?" Chateau Marmont. Well, that killed me. Evidently, nobody else. No. We'll be right back with Cheers, George Wendt, folks, after this.
We're back. I'm Dennis Miller, and we're back with George Wendt. Get over here.
I'm teasing. I just wanted to see if my makeup lady could think on her feet, huh? Pretty well. I'm worried for my job. All right, so we have a little clip of this De Bears magic, don't we?
Okay.
Let's roll it.
See.
Bears, take one. Okay. All right, De Bears. Turn a little this way. I feel like we've got you all screwed up. See, we got to fix this damn chair. George had a funny line. He said he felt like a cab driver looking back over his shoulder. You know what? When you do these things, I watch the appeal of you, and you really have that common man sort of Lonesome Roads thing going. People just dig you. You're like somebody they want to be friends with.
Well,
have you always felt? I mean,
it's a good
what better thing for a performer to have than that immediate association with the people?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Come from Chicago, right? Or you spent some of your formative years there? Well, that city's like that. Yeah, Chicago. All right.
All right.
Not Illinois, though. The other one. Sorry, I reeled you in.
Southside Irish Catholic Sox fan, Democrat. Yeah.
And who else? Murray's from there, too, right?
Yeah.
Did you work with Bill back at Second City?
He's a Cub fan, though.
Oh,
Suburbanite.
You're a Chi Soxer, huh?
Right.
You like the new park? You like the new Comiskey?
It's all right. It's pink, though.
Pink?
Yeah, it's pink.
Wow.
They call it slate, but it's pink.
Yeah. Tough to get motivated for the team, huh? Everybody sliding in head first. But you know... Oh! It's a big baseball joke. Come on. Give me a break. I could have went for the bat thing. Now, what other than the Bears, what are some of your other favorite moments on Saturday Night Live? Have you got any weird... Everybody has a weird Saturday Night Live battle story. What's your weirdest moment there?
Well, it wasn't profoundly weird, but my roommates in one show, I was tripled up in a room with Spike Lee and Jesse Jackson, Reverend Jesse Jackson, and it was the Odd Couple. Jesse needed some sleep. And,
Jesse was out?
Well, he was out. Yeah, he was like,
wow.
crashed
Now,
out.
does he snore in close clip syllables?
I don't know. We were like tiptoeing around because Jesse had to sleep. It was. You had to be there. It was a teeny tiny little dressing room.
He's so eloquent. I just imagine him even snoring beautifully. Now, Cheers must be a good gig for you because you've been here for all these years and you've got quite a brood over there at your family,
Yeah.
don't you? You got Georgie, 5 kids.
5 kids. Yeah.
Oh, you get off the stool once in a while, don't you? Huh? 5 kids. Ew.
Yeah.
How old are your kids? You get...
Well, 23, 22, 6, 4, and 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
17-year gap there. Who was your secretary? Rosemary Woods or what?
Well, actually, the first 2 boys were from my wife's previous marriage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear those big gaps, I think, uh-oh, trouble. Your wife, Bernadette, of course,
Right,
is an
yes.
improv...
Improv queen.
Yeah, she's great. I always see her over at the improv. Beautiful
Yeah.
woman, too. She was on Chanling Show for a while,
Yeah.
wasn't she?
4 years, yeah.
What'd she play on there?
She was for Grant's mom, the little boy's mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. Well, listen, Georgie, it's always good to see you, man. America loves Cheers. They can't get enough of it, and you're one of the big cogs
All
there.
right.
We appreciate you coming in. George Wendt, folks. We'll be right back with rocker Vince Neil. You a big Crew fan?